So y'all get James Bond, and we get Cedric the Entertainer.
Cedric the Entertainer, when you absolutely need. I blew
Go
it
ahead.
already.
Go ahead and say it again.
Yeah, Cedric the Entertainer, when you absolutely positively need a black Robin Williams. Seriously, Cedric, stop taking the scripts Robin turns down.
Yeah, man, this guy has not made one good movie he starred in. Well, he only made two that I can remember, Johnson Family Vacation, and they had the nerve to try and even make a black Honeymooners. So, I mean, this, if I've ever said this before, it deserves to be said now. This is some old bullshit.
Yeah, no, this is definitely some bullshit. I mean, what was really the most offensive is I'm watching it going, wait a minute, this is the script for The Bourne Identity, except they said, wouldn't it be funny if we made Jason Bourne a black man, and it turns out rather than a super spy, he's really a janitor that thinks he's a super spy. And then the movie plays out exactly like the rest of The Bourne Identity.
Yeah, they put a fat black man in Matt Damon's place. See, that's the thing, man. Y'all get sexy white people to play these roles, and we get fat, loud black men to do our thing. So, I mean, this. And speaking of which, this, man.
Now let's not go with the fat, okay? Because if this movie were made 10 years ago, you know who would have starred in this.
Who?
Oh, come on, Martin.
Martin. Yeah, even Martin Lawrence would look at something like this and be like, no, man, hell no.
Oh, please. I've seen Martin Lawrence movies. I mean, and this is before he cooked his brain. And this is what we're talking about. We're talking about mid-90s Martin Lawrence movie, except Martin Lawrence has gone plumb crazy. So, hey, let's get Cedric the Entertainer.
Yeah, this is some black buffoonery, man. There is not one black person in this movie that is not a buffoon or a clown or just ghetto.
Well, you know what? This is what blew my mind about The Cleaner. I have seen a lot of movies like this that are targeted to African American audiences. We're making a movie for the black audience, and I've seen it with a black audience. And, Little Man was awful, but the black audience went nuts for it. They were having a great time. They were hooting and hollering. There was a black audience there tonight. Did you hear him laugh?
You know something? That's the thing. No, they would. Half of them were laughing. Half of them were just kind of like, man, even I don't know about this.
Yeah, no. I mean, this was the comedy aimed at the black audience. The black audience was like, no, you're aiming a little too low there.
Damn, man. I mean, because when we came out, I stood in line and watched, and black people came out confused. They were like, I feel like I'm supposed to like this, but I just don't know. Like, our brains were fuming. Man, besides this movie just being bad, because I don't even remember bad movies being made like this since the 80s. I thought they phased out bad movies like this.
They've been making bad movies like this since the dawn of time, my friend.
But you know what I'm saying? It just had a feel to it like, man, this is the fast food equivalent of bad movies, and they made a ton of these back in the 80s. And
well, they do make them, but it's that time of year, man. It's January. This is when we get all of these films that should. I'm sure this was probably scheduled for last summer when they first shot it, and then the executives sat down and said, "Oh no, January." That way they could sit there and go, "Oh, the movie did badly. Oh, well, it was up against Night at the Museum still, and that was still having big week." No, it was crap. It was crap when they wrote it. It was crap when they filmed it. It's crap now.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, you tell me. Now, what was the reason behind making this movie? I mean, was it because they thought black people were just gonna shell out to see a movie like this in January, or what? Because I really don't see any this movie was written 5 minutes in a parking lot somewhere.
No, this movie was written as a novel and then adapted into a screenplay by a professional screenwriter. That was when it was called The Bourne Identity. And then some fool stole it off somebody's desk and said, "Oh, let's pencil in a black hero in here, and let's make him a janitor." I mean, it's the same movie. I mean, tell me you weren't sitting there going, "Wait a second, I've seen this," and not in that way that you're like, "Oh man, this is like everything else out there." Like, no, this is how The Bourne Identity starts.
Yeah.
This is the whole opening to that movie.
Yeah, it really was like, remove Matt Damon, insert black man here. So, but the story.
I would love to see that shot in the test reel. Insert black man here.
Yeah, just put Cedric the Entertainer's head on Matt Damon's body.
Hey, let's try it now. Insert black man here.
See, it don't work here either. I just ain't buying this.
I was thinking. be a perfect time to just bink, and there's Martin. And he just goes away.
Yeah, no, I was gonna like put it like on Matt Damon's head or something, you know. so
I said, insert black man here. Okay, I tried.
yeah, it just
Whatever.
it just don't work, man. Either no matter how you try it. This is ridiculous too. I mean, this is it is a Born Identity, and it's on other themes. I mean, it's like it's sort of like the if you want to stretch it, it's like Cary Grant in what's the name of that movie? North by Northwest.
Now, I was refusing to invoke Hitchcock. I was not going to bring up Hitchcock, and here you are comparing this to Hitchcock. Because really, if you're going to bring up Hitchcock, it's all Hitchcock's fault. Because he did North by Northwest, and he did The Man Who Knew Too Much, which resulted in The Man Who Knew Too Little, starring Bill Murray, which is what this is. This is The Man Who Knew Too Little, South Central.
Well, I think somewhere Alfred Hitchcock is watching this, and like he's he's probably saying to himself, "Negro, please." But man, really, people. I mean, it's very simply like.
I think he's sitting there going, "Well, they did give us jazz."
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know what to tell you. If you the story, it's Cedric the Entertainer, and I'm embarrassed saying that name too. Cedric the Entertainer. Can I just call him Cedric sometimes?
You know what? I think at this point we have to call him Cedric. This movie has voided his last name. It's like, no, bitch, no. Drop the Entertainer, all right? I've seen your damn movies. I ain't never been entertained. I've seen The Honeymooners. I've seen Johnson Family Vacation. Not once was I ever entertained. And don't even bring that Kings of Comedy crap up on me, because, you were backed up by 3 other guys.
Yeah, that's an ensemble piece. Good point.
That was like the Kings of Comedy and the Baron, the Entertainer.
No, man, it's Cedric, the lack of entertainer, is in this movie. He plays a guy who obviously has amnesia, but he keeps getting flashbacks of being some sort of SWAT guy, or some secret agent. So already there, it's unbelievable. But as it turns out, the more he finds out about himself, the more there's a possibility he might, like you say, be a janitor. So, it's a simple story, a bunch of dumb, goofy antics in between, a lot of physical comedy. I mean, the only thing I can say that this movie really has going for it is that there's not one fart joke in there. So...
yeah, well... oh, I get it. It's like the skinny Italian guy everybody calls Fat Tony.
What?
Cedric the Entertainer.
Oh, he's like, it's ironic, yeah.
It's meant to be ironic.
Yeah, man, this is bad. I mean, what else can we tell you? I really, if it was just you and me out of the whole crew there tonight.
Yeah.
If you had been there with everybody else, I would have been gone, man.
You would have been gone. You pulled a jacket over your head at one point and took a nap.
I didn't miss a goddamn thing,
You didn't. I was like, son of a bitch, now I have to watch all of this so someone can talk about it.
Well, I knew, man. You're dedicated. I knew you'd do that.
I'm the one that's stuck with this movie.
I mean,
we've already spent more time talking about it than the producers did when they put this thing together.
That's true. That's true. I mean, what more can we tell you? It's a piece of crap. I mean, I wish good
Steaming
things,
pile.
a big steaming pile of crap. I wish good things for everybody. I wish good things for Cedric the Entertainer, but this ain't it.
Now let's bring up one other thing real quick.
What?
The slumming. There's a couple people in this movie that are slumming it hard. What the hell is Lucy Liu doing in this movie?
Yeah,
what happened to her career?
Who does she owe a favor to?
I don't know if it's she owes a favor or if she, pissed off the wrong person.
Yeah.
It really feels like that, like, wow. And then, of course, there's Mark Dacascos, who's in it for no apparent reason. And because it's Mark Dacascos, they have to have a fight scene with him. For no reason whatsoever. He's like fighting these guards that come out of nowhere. It's like, bitch, those guards are your employees. Why are you fighting them? Because he's Mark Dacascos.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to make Mark Dacascos fight somebody, have him fight somebody badass. It's like 2 wimpy white dudes that come out that he fights. I mean, either one of us could have whooped that.
And they're his employees. Are like, we're sorry, sir. We have to take you. Oh, please. What was that?
But you know what? Thank you for reminding me, because I was about to cut this off before you mentioned that. I mean, Lucy Liu, no pun intended, she must literally be blacklisted. You know what I mean? I don't.
You're on the blacklist. You mean I can't make movies? No, you have to make movies with Cedric the Entertainer, Martin Lawrence, and
Yeah, man, it's a. I would.
Can I get with Will Smith? No, he's on the white list. Will's been whitelisted.
Yeah, man.
Tap 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 tap. Ta-da!
I think we got enough to work with here.
All right, there we go. Yeah, now I got to ask you about this, Corey. I mean, all right, he's got two love interests in the movie. One's Asian and one's white. The only black woman in his life is some crazy bitch he hooked up with at a party when he was drunk and is like harassing him now. What's the deal?
Hey, man, I love white women, and I saw that, and I just said, man, that's wrong. Right there. So.
It feels like that kind of crossover thing they were talking in Dreamgirls, where like, well, he's a black man, but we want white audiences to see this. Well, what if he doesn't hook up with a black woman? What if there's a white woman and an Asian woman? They'll accept that. That'll whiten him up.
Yeah, it was wrong, man. And she was a ghetto ass black girl too. See, that's what I'm talking about. No respect for any of the black people in this movie. So white people get James Bond and black folks get Cedric the Entertainer. Yeah, okay, I see how it is. So white people get James Bond and black folks get Cedric the Entertainer. What kind of nonsense is that?